All the police made public about the attacker was that he was 17 years old and from Cardiff. Now, that's for legal reasons. Children can't be named. But it's not much information, and that's when misinformation floods the zone. The online speculation started pretty immediately on July the 29th, specifically anti-immigrant sentiment. You can see it here in terms of engagements on X, formerly known as Twitter. There's this big rise, and it continues for a long while. Now, one X account drove that conversation in particular. It generally deals in anti-immigrant sentiment, and it did so in this case in the afternoon of the attack, saying the attacker was alleged to be a Muslim immigrant. We know that is not the case. Now, this account is followed by Andrew Tate. Here he is, the controversial influencer, and later Tate posts this, calling the attacker an illegal migrant, again, completely incorrectly. And then there's this. It's a much more specific piece of misinformation. It gives a name which we don't think corresponds to anyone we've come across, and it takes on its own life. Again, it spreads and spread, not as much as the general anti-immigrant speculation. You can see here the name in orange compared to the yellow general anti-immigrant sentiment, but it solidifies that narrative that this is to do with immigration and Islam. Now, that was initially posted on X in a deleted post now, but it was popularised by this account, a website called Channel 3 Now. They picked it up. Now, they appear to produce clickbait articles to drive advertising revenue, and this one really took off. Now, they subsequently posted to apologise for the, quote, misleading information, saying they deeply regret any confusion or, in their words, inconvenience they may have caused. So we have this wild, rabble-rousing, anti-migrant, anti-Islam atmosphere online, and now it collides with another separate but linked movement. This is the first poster we found calling for a protest, posted again on the day of the attack. It was created on TikTok and spread onto Telegram. Now, Telegram is a platform where the network of the far right tends to organise in different clusters. This poster was included in one group that featured explicitly Nazi imagery. And there were other calls to arms like this, apparently posted by another account on Telegram on Tuesday morning by someone involved with the far-right organisation Patriotic Alternative. And then they proliferate, all centering around the same message, this call to arms. They're posted by small accounts on Telegram, and they get boosted back on X, increasing the reach of the message. It is those two worlds that drive this. Online misinformation, for whatever reason, being seized on by a more organised online right. And that is fed back into the wider X ecosystem. The result on the streets is chaos and violence.